It's been a heck of a weekend. I have been spring cleaning and like literally moving everything. I have dusted the baseboards. I have gotten up high and dusted the air vents and the curtain rods and trying to turn my bedroom into this little whimsical retreat. I'm also making a video on that. So tonight I'm ready for some self-care. I am ready for an everything shower. I have really kind of slacked on just in general taking care of myself. So while I have some time to myself, hopefully I can get back on track. First thing I'm gonna do is just get ready for my everything shower, and that always starts out with brushing my hair. I find that I don't lose as much hair in the shower when I brush it before I get in. This is my unbrush, and it does really good at getting the tangles out of my hair, way better than a comb. And even though my hair isn't nearly as long as it used to be, it's still really thick, and I need something good to run through it and get all the tangles out. So I'm just gonna start doing that and get the shower water warmed up. I am listening to my lo-fi playlist because I find it just starts to get me in the mood for bed. I will link that in the description if anybody wants to go and check out that playlist. You are more than welcome to. You can follow me on Spotify. All right, hair is done. So I am going to go and turn on my little shower speaker and get the shower rolling. So here's my little shower speaker. I will turn this on before I hop in the shower because I think it just helps to keep the bedtime vibes going to listen to my lo-fi music while I'm in there. And so I will just get this turned on, get my shower warming up. Here we are in my shower. I always turn it on a little early because I like to have a really hot shower going. It just helps to relax all my muscles and get me feeling good, because once you get out, your body temperature drops, and that just kind of signals that it's time for bed. So I always start off by making sure that my hands are good and clean before I touch my face, because I will start my shower with this Neutrogena grapefruit face scrub, since it just gets my face really extra clean, and then I can make sure that the products from my face mask and my skincare gets absorbed into my skin really well when it's time for that part of my routine. So I will wash my face here for a full minute and then move on. Here we're going to start off with the first part of my hair care routine and my everything shower. Whenever I do wash my hair, I always make sure to do a double shampoo. So on Sundays, I like to use my Head & Shoulders apple cider vinegar. It smells wonderful, and it really does work wonders to get your scalp really nice and clean. So I always start off by using my fingers to separate the layers of my hair so that I can make sure that the shampoo is really getting into the scalp, to clean off any of the dirt and grime and hair product that may have built up in between my washes. Anything that's left over I'll bring down to the ends of my hair, but shampooing the ends of your hair isn't nearly as important as making sure that it all gets into the scalp. Once I've done that, I will reach for my silicone scalp scrubber and just really make sure that anything that could have built up there gets broken up so that I can rinse it out with the rest of my shampoo. Plus, this thing just feels really, really good, as if you're scratching an itch that's just been bothering you. So I will do that and give my hair a good rinse before going in with any kind of conditioning products. Time to go in with the second part of my double wash shampoo routine. So here I am with the Native Sugar Cookie shampoo. It's left over from their holiday edition, and it does smell really, really good. I like the Native shampoo and conditioner products because they do make my hair feel really, really nice and soft after I've used them.
So again, just concentrating all of the shampoo on my scalp and bringing any leftover product down to the ends, but just making sure that my scalp just gets the bulk of that really good cleaning. And then after that, we will go in with the conditioning product. Conditioner. Here is the Native conditioner with the scent Sugar Cookie in it again. I have to put in a few good pumps since my hair is so thick, but I always start with the conditioner about halfway down my hair, since you really need to concentrate the conditioner on the lower part of your hair and down towards the ends. Anything that's left over I will put into the scalp part of my hair, but mostly I just concentrate on the ends, and then I pin everything up for the rest of my shower. Time to do some skincare now. I always start off with a good body scrub, and I go head to toe, well, neck to toe with this, and this is a Dove Scrub Sugar Scrub, which just smells really good, and it's my nighttime scrub that I like to use because the smell just makes me think of bedtime. Now it's time for my first body wash. Here I have the pink Dove bar that I'm just going to give myself a quick wash and a rinse before I go in and start shaving. For shaving, I like to use this oil from Tree Hut, and we're just going to give a pump and get started. Time to go in now with my second body wash. I like to reach for the Dove Lavender Relax line, just because since it is nighttime and I'm trying to wind down for bed, the scent is just nice and relaxing. So I have my little silicone body scrubber, and I'm just going to get everything rinsed out. I obviously rinsed out the conditioner from my hair, so I always like to do my second body wash after doing that to make sure that I get all the conditioner off of my back and make sure that that is all really clean.
Alright, so everything shower is done, so now I'm just going to go in with my face mask and leave that on here for a little while. I have to put clean sheets on my bed. I always change my sheets on Wednesdays and on Sundays, just because the dogs sleep in our bed, so I prefer to have clean sheets on as much as possible. Not that they're dirty, we get them groomed regularly, but you know, they leave their hair behind, and so I also, before bed every night, will throw the comforter into the dryer just to get some of the hair off, so that way things aren't quite so bad. But having a Labrador, if anybody out there has ever had a Labrador, you know the struggle with hair. So I am gonna go put fresh sheets on my bed. I have already put some room spray onto my pillows and my mattress, as well as my curtains, and that smells really good. I'll also spray some lavender spray on my pillows before I head to bed. So I'm gonna let this sit while I do all of that, and then come back and wash it off. Alright, time to take off the face mask. So here we go, putting on my little water guards. I just got my arms waxed the other day, so the water does really tend to run down my arms a whole lot after waxing. So I'm just going to rinse this off and then dermaplane my face And then after that, I will use my red light therapy, and with the collagen, actually I'll do all that after I wash my face and do my skincare routine. That'll be the last thing that I do. And then I will put on some lotion, and I will lay down while my hand and feet treatments are going and journal. And so let's get this off and then dermaplane. It's time for dermaplaning. I have these little dermaplane razors. I just got them at Target. I don't even know if they are a specific brand. I mean, I'm sure they have a name to them, but I don't remember what they're called, but they work very well. I think it's been a while since I've actually done this. I kept meaning to do it, and I just kept forgetting. Please be careful with these. They're very sharp. I don't know about you guys, but I love it after my face has been dermaplaned. It feels so good. So I always do this before I wash my face and after a face mask, just because of the fact that any hairs that get left behind, I would really like to make sure those are all washed off. I just make gentle little going back and forth motions as I'm doing this, because this is an exfoliator, and I know that I used an exfoliator in the shower too, like I showed you guys, but I only dermaplane probably about once a month, so the exfoliator I use twice a week. Be sure that you moisturize really well after doing all this with the exfoliating and everything. It can leave your face kind of dry, or at least it does for me. I wish I had some of that stuff that like makes the hair show up, but I don't. So I just generally do the best that I can with it and try not to cut off any big pieces of hair. I wax my own eyebrows, so I don't worry about dermaplaning around there too much. So I think that's pretty good. And now I'm just going to go in with my blackhead remover here, and then I will do the actual face wash. Oh, this stuff makes your face feel so smooth. I'm planing the stuff that I'm putting on. I have really bad blackheads in my nose, so I really like to use this stuff twice a week as well. So Sundays and Wednesdays, face wash, I use this rice water, right? It's really good. My face is kind of sensitive, and I always make sure that I have washed my hands before I touch my face, and then I will make sure to wash my face for a full minute. I also set aside a towel that is only for my face, and that way nothing else touches it and it stays clean. Switch out to my hairband. Okay, so now we will go in with my hydrating milky toner. I don't know about you guys, but I also do a quick wipe down of my bathroom every night, because I find that when I wash my face, I get water everywhere. Oh, my face feels so smooth. It's nice. Now it's time for some eye treatment. I do this barrier eye cream at night. I have a different one for the days, and at some point I will take you guys through my daytime routine, but I'll have to do that on a day that I'm off, because when I'm getting ready for work, it's a little hectic. After that, hydrating recovery oil. This is meant for night. It just makes everything feel so much better. And now, final touch is I will go in with my lotion. There it is, moisturizing cream gel. And then I will go get some collagen eye patches to put on. Put lotion on, and then sit down. I have put clean bed sheets on my bed, and then I will sit down and journal. I also always throw away my dermaplane razor after one use, because it really needs to stay as sharp as possible. I get so much water on these, I legit have to wring them out. There. Okay. I've also run my night guard through its cleaning routine, and I do that every single night because it stays in your mouth all night. So you really should keep it clean. And I ran this through the dishwasher today because I think having a clean holder is just as important as having a clean retainer. And not only that, but I will also brush it tonight. I also ran my tongue scraper through the dishwasher, and then I let it sit in a mixture of mouthwash and water overnight, so that way in the morning it's just nice and fresh and feels kind of good. So let's see. I'm gonna brush off my retainer and then I will be back. Okay, so it's time to put on some lotion and just sort of get more into that relaxation mindset. I am going to put on my foot and hand masks. So I use this for my feet and I use this for my hands, and I'll keep those on usually while I journal or read or something like that. Okay, lotion is all on. I have changed into my satin pajamas. I love these. They're so cute. I mean, really, if it's not leopard print or raccoons, I don't want it. So I love the lace trimming. The little flower that's right here is so cute. Okay, I've already got my little feet masks on. It feels terrible because I caught my pinky toe, and so it's not quite, it's stuck and I can't get it off, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it until it's time to take these off. Okay, so time to brush my teeth. One thing that I do on these Sunday reset nights is I brush my teeth with my prescription strength toothpaste, which my doctors gave me when they did my deep cleaning last year. Okay, so I have my IPL warming up. I do put it at the highest setting just because I've had professional lasering done before, and so I feel like that the highest setting works for me. So I'm also going to go ahead and exfoliate my lips while I'm waiting on that. Just a little sugar scrub. I don't even bother to wipe it off. I eat it. It's good. Alright. This is my IPL. I'm not even too sure what brand it is anymore, but it kind of counts down the amount of lasers or whatever I guess you have. So I don't wear the glasses, I just close my eyes. And I only do my underarms. Alright, so next we have is my Medicube red light therapy. And I also use it with this collagen jelly cream. So we're just going to tap some on. I'm just using it from the lid here. Alright, we've got it all tapped on there. And this little thing talks to you. It's kind of cute. So I use level 3 in the DermaShot mode. And it just starts once it hits your face. And it goes for a full 5 minutes. So I'm just going to do this for my 5 minutes. And then go get my eye patches and my hand masks. And then we'll sit down. Okay, so that's done. It was a full 5-minute session. I tend to concentrate it on around my cheek and my smile lines because I feel like that's really where I need the most help. And so the other part that I'm going to do is this Medicube collagen serum. And so it says to just pat this in, not rub. I find that a lot of things with Korean skincare, they say to pat in, rub it in. So, did that. Oh, that feels good. Alright, and last but not least are going to be my under eye treatment pads. So this is the one that I use. They do have collagen in them. They are my nighttime ones. I have some brightening ones that I use during the day. If anybody knows which way these are supposed to go, let me know. Alright, so we'll do that. And then I am going to take my dogs out while all of this sits. I'm also going to put my hand mask on, so let me do that really quick. I also keep these in the refrigerator because just that coolness that's on it feels really good when it hits your face. So I already have my little feet masks on. We're going to do my little hand masks. These smell really good. They smell like cherry, or not cherries, peaches. They smell like peaches, so that's really awesome. I also need to do something with my hair. I think I may just kind of dry it until it's damp. I've actually done a hand mask in a while. I have just been neglecting my self-care so bad lately. Like, just deciding it's too late or whatever. So I've just really been doing the bare minimum, and I need to get better about that. That's going to be part of my getting back on track. All right. They look silly as all get out. I'm only going to leave them on for about 20 minutes or so. Ooh, let's take my ring off. Don't want to put my Oura ring through all that. All right. Feet masks are on. We've gone through the collagen. So I'm going to take my dogs out. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to go ahead and blow dry out my hair. I still have my little hand masks on. So I use this Wave Talk hair dryer, and I love it because it has not only just a setting where it air dries your hair, but you can also choose your heat settings, but it also has one that alternates between all of them. So like a high heat mode, and then a cool mode, and then a warm mode. And so I really love that setting a whole lot. So I will use that on my hair when I'm looking to just quickly dry it out, because I don't like sleeping in wet hair. And my hair takes forever to dry. Okay, loves, hand masks and foot masks are off. Eye masks are off. It's been a good reset night. I'm relaxed. I have had a good night. And so it's bedtime and work tomorrow. So I hope all of you have had a good weekend, and I will see you guys next week.